Good morning, everyone, Avanti community, and all the YouTube neighbors who have never come to this channel before. Today, got excited to rebound with a few of our community members over in my right hand upper corner. I don't know what it looks like on your screen. I've got Shelly over there. Hi, Shelly.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Shelly. Where are you bouncing from?
Pueblo West, Colorado.
Colorado. So it's 9 a.m. in Colorado, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Welcome. So I've been through there. You said Pueblo, right?
Yeah, Pueblo West, out by the lake.
Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, I usually drive through Pueblo on my route to my sisters who live in both Littleton and Boulder.
Yes.
So good to see you. And we have our regular Sonia down there. Hi, Sonia.
Hello, how are you?
Good. You're looking bright and sunny in that beautiful, what is that, a lime green top?
It's a lime green top. Yep.
It's beautiful. I love it. It's great to see you. Very sunny Georgia colors representing, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Awesome. Yeah. So Elaine is saying she's having issues on her end. So Elaine, when you pop up on the bottom of guest, as long as I'm not rebounding, I can add you. But if we're already rebounding, I'm not going to be able to hit the button and let you in. So let's see what we can do. Sierra accidentally popped off, so she's going to come back in a second. But we also have Sierra from Indiana joining us today. So she accidentally dropped off. So I'll kill a little time while we can get our troubleshooting done. So for anyone who's coming to this channel for the first time, I created this channel to be a motivation and an inspirational channel. Why? Because I needed motivation and inspiration to get myself going. And I kind of have always loved that quote by Mahatma Gandhi, be the change you wish to see in the world. And I was like, I'm looking for something. I'm not finding what I'm looking for. Then why don't I just be it? And then we can create a community and we can all get fed, support each other, be inspired, inspire each other, motivate each other, help each other when we're down, help each other when we're struggling. And that's what I'm creating. And the group has just formed in the last month. It's January. We really all formed kind of in December. Everybody started finding the channel because I really didn't start the channel until mid-November. So I'm happy to have everyone today join me. And I will tell you that on the first Saturday of every month, that's an actual scheduled group bounce. I can have up to 9 guests join me. So if you want to join in on any of the future bounces, just email me through my Contact Us form at avantiwellness.com, and I will get your information and tell me that you want to be included in the private events. And then I'll just send out an email blast, and it'll be like first come, first serve. Whoever signs up first gets their spot, and they can join me. But we have a lot of fun, don't we, Sonia?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, Sonia's an original group participant, and Shelly's fairly new. How long have you been aware of the channel, Shelly?
About a week.
Oh my gosh, I'm so encouraged that you were willing to step up in the first request for being on a group bounce when you've only been a part of the group for a week. That is awesome. Congratulations.
I've never even been on YouTube before. This is my first time. I had to answer. I've never been.
You're doing great. Oh my God, Shelly, that's awesome.
This is my first time ever on YouTube or any kind of group thing. So I'm very appreciative that you let me in.
Absolutely. Oh my God, please. Everyone is welcome. This is like a no judgment zone. We don't care who you are or what you do, as long as it's not, harmful or negative.
Right.
But other than that, it's a pretty open, community. And Sierra, you're going to kill me for asking you to do that. Don't worry. Just turn it back the other way. I asked her to put her video on horizontal if she could, so it'd match all the other videos on the screen, but she can't. We can't see her head. So I want to see her head more than I care about the screen being perfect. So don't forget, guys, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. I think we have Elaine. Hold on, here she comes. I think she figured it out. Oh, good, there she is. Hi, is that you, Elaine?
That is me.
Awesome, welcome, Elaine. Elaine is fairly new too. Elaine, where are you? Tell everybody where you're from.
Oklahoma.
Oh, that's right. Okay, and then how long have you been part of the channel?
Maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Some problems here.
I think you beat Shelly to the group.
Hi, Shelly.
Hi. Nice to meet you all.
Awesome. So I'm gonna mute while Sierra's figuring out her bounce. I'm gonna mute it so we don't have all that after back noise. Okay, so in a second, when Sierra gets herself situated, we're going to have her introduce herself, and then we're going to start bouncing. So does anybody have, while we're on the call and I'm here at the video, does anybody have any thoughts or questions or anything you want to say while you're here today to share with the audience? Maybe even say something inspirational. What you got to share? Anything? Anybody? I bet Elaine has something to share.
No, I'm thinking I have no makeup. Pull my hair back.
We can't even see you. Don't worry. The screen is so small. Don't worry. But you were telling me, Elaine, that your daughter were you the one telling me you and your daughter did it for like 2 hours?
2 hours? No.
Okay, that wasn't you. Somebody got inspired, and her daughter bounced for like a mother-daughter day, and they played and bounced on the rebounders for like a 2-hour window or something. So
no, I'm only doing 10 minutes a day.
Okay, well, there's 1,062 people in the community right now, and it's hard to keep up with everyone when I've never met you face to face. So it's really good when I get a chance to connect with y'all, because then I can really kind of solidify in my brain like components about memories about each other. So Sheila Vick is on, and Monica. I think Monica on.
Monica made it?
I don't know if she said Monica. I'm not sure. Oh, Sheila's telling me Monica was probably the one with her daughter.
Okay.
Maybe that's what she's telling me. Monica was the one that shared that her and her daughter had jumped. So, okay.
My other daughter.
Y'all give me a thumbs up when you're ready to start bouncing. Everybody's kind of getting situated. Looks like Sonia's still getting a little situation there. You ready? Everybody got a thumbs up. Sierra, you're good? Oh, do I have you on mute, Sierra? Hold on, let me see. Wait, Sierra, say something.
Hello.
Oh, okay, there you are. All right. Do you want to introduce yourself before, because you were trying to get all situated?
I was. I'm Sierra in Indiana. Nice to see all of you guys. I'm so proud of Shelly for getting on her first week and doing it all.
Thank you.
Isn't that amazing? Oh my gosh. Congratulations, guys. And thank you for joining me in the motivational, inspirational journey. We just got to motivate each other. And we're going to have a little support group. You know what? I changed the name. It's called Motivational Meetup. So we're going to be motivating each other. And that's why you want to come. If you want to get motivated, come to our motivational meetups on Sunday nights, 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 5 Mountain, 4 Pacific. And come join us and get to know us a little better. So we're all getting to know each other. It's a brand new group, so don't feel intimidated. And by the way, if there are any guys out there that are hearing this, come on, man. We've got Mike in the group, and he needs some more testosterone to hang out with. So y'all come along. All right, let's go ahead and get our 10 minutes going, because I'm ready to start my Saturday. How about y'all? All right? So remember, I can't see y'all and I can't see the chat, so we're just going to bounce, and then I'm going to come back to the screen. So here we go. Alexa, give me a 1-minute timer. Alexa, give me a second timer for 5 minutes. Alexa, give me a second timer for 5 minutes. Okay, we're good. We're in our timers. All right, so I have some things just to share. Number one, I found a new way to see all the comments that everybody on all the, I have like 480 videos, and at any given time, people make comments on the videos, but of course, I don't necessarily get them in my regular YouTube account as a notification. Sometimes I'll get 1 or 2 or 3 notifications. But then when I go to my back end, which is called YouTube Studio, where you kind of manage the back end analytics and the administration of your channel, I found the place called comments where I can go and see. I just go through a list. Alexa, stop. So the 1 minute timer people, your 1 minute, you are go for launch. So I just found this morning, this section that it'll just line up all the comments over the last, 6 days, 7 days, 8 days, 9 days. And I saw so many comments that I haven't responded to. And right now, while the channel's still small, I really want to continue to respond to everyone. And I love the fact that people like Sierra and James Klein and Monica and Colette, y'all are all coming back to the channel and reporting when you do your bounce. And I think that that's great because it helps you stay engaged with your journey and your progress. And we can all support you along the way. So even if you're struggling and you're like, oh my God, I haven't been on my rebounder in 3 days, and you want to admit that publicly so that it spurs you on to maybe get some support, or have somebody might reach out to you or help you, or I could possibly reach out to you and help you be inspired. We want to just be there for each other. And right now, this is the platform, because it's free, that we're doing that on. Maybe in the future, if the group has a greater value for everyone, we can get a special software platform where we can be more connected and more engaging each other privately, and everybody doesn't feel so exposed to the world from their comments. So I just want to remind y'all that you can use this group as this resource to help you. The channel was created to help and serve others. And when I serve others, I'm actually getting benefit and serving myself in the process. Anyone who's ever volunteered their time knows that value. You get so much out of it when you help others. So it's kind of the premise of this original group was, in order to help myself, I was looking for motivation. And so I thought, well, why don't I give motivation? Maybe if I give it, I'll find that it inspires me. And it's definitely done that, because every morning, if I ever have a morning where I just want to stay in bed, like this morning, I stayed in bed till like 9:30, and the jump started at 10, so I had to hurry up and get joy walked and get everything turned on and everything. So, there are days like that. I mean, I'm on day like 83 of regularly, bouncing on a video, and I bet at some point it's going to get old. But right now, y'all are fueling me too. So I get to inspire y'all, and y'all get to inspire me, and then we inspire the world. And so thank you for showing up. Thank you for being a part of my mission and my vision of helping to create a world where we feel more motivated to move more in our daily lives. And I definitely lack that in my own life. And I figured there might be a few others out there in the world who also were like me. So now I'm just trying to find all y'all. So I wanted to share that I have this top on, and I had this shirt on Probably, early in the early days. I didn't love to see what day video it was this morning, but this is a 2X top, and I was squeezing. Alexa, 5 more minutes. Okay, I was squeezing my 3X body in this top about 2 months ago, and I did a video on my channel like before I started the live jumping, and I was trying to do these little series on shorts called Trash It or Treasure It. And so I would showcase the outfit, and then I would ask the YouTube audience, should I trash this outfit or should I treasure it and keep it in my closet?
That sounds like fun.
And so I had a lot of people, commenting on my outfit. Most everybody was saying treasure it, for most of the outfits, but like those green camo pants that I wore one time that my sister hates when I wear them. I read a comment today where the lady said, I don't mean to be mean, but you need to not wear those. Like, yeah, to some level, I understand what she's saying, but I don't wear them when I'm trying to look good. I wear them when I'm wanting to be fun, when I'm wanting to be free, when I'm wanting to wear clothes that I would like to see myself wearing at a smaller size. I don't want the limitation of saying I can't wear that, so I'm not going to. So I wear them in those instances, but I wouldn't wear those pants to church or to the opera or somewhere. Would I wear them to walk my dog or the grocery store? Absolutely. So anyway, the reason I have this top on, back to my story, is because somebody commented, I don't need to be mean, and I'm just being honest, but if you don't lose weight, you shouldn't wear that top.
Oh.
That's what I have on right now, the purple one. And so I was so happy. That was like 2 months ago that this person said that. And I was so happy because I got to reply back. She was basically saying, you should get rid of it if you don't lose weight. Give yourself 6 months. And if you don't lose weight, you need to get rid of that shirt and stop wearing it.
Oh,
So I was so happy
you
to
did it.
report back. I said, oh, I have 80 days of live videos where I've been rebounding for 80 days, and the shirt fits so much better now. And I've lost a size. I've gone from a 3X to a 2X, and this shirt is a 2X, and it fits better. It fits looser. It feels good. It's not squeezing my back fat. It's not caressing every curve on my body. It's loose and it feels good, and I feel beautiful wearing the beautiful bright colors of purple, because purple is such a royal color, it's like palatial purple. And so you can really feel purple is also like indigo. It's a chakra color. It's the higher levels of your energy centers. And when you wear colors that represent the energy centers of your body, you can feel into those energy centers. So I'm happy that this shirt feels good and that I did lose from a 3X to a 2X in basically 60 days
Good for
of
you.
rebounding. So it's fun to see the comments. And it also, somebody, I think it was Monica, commented on one of my videos where I talked about what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I used that reference. And I was talking about how somebody made something difficult for me, but I ended up coming out ahead because I learned the skill that person was not willing to teach me, that I had to figure it out, because even though I paid him to teach me, I came out ahead. So just know, and here's the bottom line, that in our challenges and in our resistances and in our hard times, You are building strength muscles, endurance muscles, potentially that you never had before.
Yes.
And challenges are a gift to you. When you can get on the other side and understand that your challenges are giving you a gift as well, it's so hard when you're during the challenge, so hard to think like that. Alexa, stop. But it's true, and it's coming from someone who has been through very challenging life experiences where I didn't even want to live beyond the stories that are happening in my life. But I'm on that other side, and I see the gift in the experience now that has been a thread in my life. And I hope to inspire others who are going through hard times and difficult situations to know that there is a better side if you just give it time. So I'm going to do my 20-second hit thing now. All right. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Man, I have more energy now. That story gave me energy. Woo. Wow. That story gave me energy. Woo. I'm going to pull my little bouncer up here and see what y'all, if there's anything that y'all want to be chatting it up about. Woo. Oh my God, I got to get my breath. Woo. How are y'all feeling, group?
I'm so winded.
I know. No, I feel winded too.
I don't see how you talk through the whole thing. I do not see how that you do that.
You know what I think, y'all, you know what I think it is? First of all, I smoked for 15 years, and so I ruined my lungs smoking. So I had to reheal my lung sacs and my alveoli and the little air sacs that hold the oxygen. So all that had to get regenerated. But I will tell you that I read something, or Barbara O'Neill said something about the fact that when we get older, we lose lung capacity, like our air sacs or something start to diminish, and so we can't hold as much oxygen in our lungs. And so when she said that, I thought, oh my God, for 2 years, I have breathed every day into this little black thing I talk about called a CO2 reader. It's a personal CO2 reader. And when you breathe in it, you have to go like this. You have to exhale to get your lungs empty, and you go, and then it says, breathe in, and you go, and you have to breathe in for 6 seconds, and the little dial goes all the way to 6 seconds, and then it says, hold your breath. And so you have to hold it for 6 or 10 seconds. And then it says 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you exhale and you go, you're just like getting every last air out of your lungs. And I think for doing that every day for 2 years, I think that has exercised my lungs just the way that when you go into a hospital and you have to do an incentive spirometer after you have a surgery of some sorts, they want you to use your lungs. And so you use that with the little ball, and that little red ball will show at what level your lung capacity is. And I think it's the same exact concept, because I'm using my lungs to this stretched capacity every single morning just to get my little CO2 reader. So even though it's a weight loss tool and I haven't been taking that seriously, that aspect of it, I do see the value in the things that it has been able to give me. And you're right. How am I able to bounce for 15 minutes or 10 minutes and talk like that with my big ass lungs, because God gave me these lungs and this voice for a reason, and I don't even have a microphone. So I'm wanting to look and get a microphone, but I'm going to have to train myself to talk quieter if I do have a microphone, because I can't be yelling in the microphone. That would not feel good, I'm sure, for most of you guys. All right. Does anybody? Okay, so someone said they're winded. What else do you have feeling? What else are you feeling right now after your 10 minutes? Anybody want to share?
Right.
Height.
Sonia, you'll talk.
Sierra said height.
Yeah.
Sierra says what? I didn't hear you.
Sierra said height.
Height. She feels hyped, like high.
Height.
Oh, height.
Hyped. Hyped
Like
up.
hyped up, like woohoo, hyped up. Okay. Well, Sierra, you can continue bouncing if we slowing you down, you know. How come I can't hear you, Sierra? Do you don't have your earphones on?
I don't have my headphones on today.
Oh, okay. All right. So we're taking it from your mic on your phone. Okay. Let's see if no one has anything to say on the group, which I don't want to put any pressure on you. Let's see what we've got going on the chat. I know the group probably can't see the chat. So Sheila, Monica, a group, are y'all able to see the chat?
No.
No.
Okay. I don't know how to make that visible to you. So, okay. So Jamie says, hello, everyone. And Jamie says she got her 10 minutes in today, laying on the rebounder now, doing leg exercises. Good, Jamie. Judy is with her friend. She says, you all looking good. Hope to see you tomorrow night. That means that Judy's going to get on our motivational meetup. Yay, Judy. For those of you who don't know, Shelley may not know Judy, and I'm not sure if Elaine does too. She's our 90-year-old participant who said in the first group bounce, because she participated with us, she
Wow.
goes, I saw Lydia over there bouncing on my video screen. And I thought, I got a rebounder that my grandsons are just playing on. I need to dust that off. And she said she rolled it over to her dresser so she could hold on to the dresser. And then she realized that really wasn't that stable because the dresser could pull over. And I think if I'm not mistaken, the story goes, I think she ended up buying one with a bar. And so now she's seriously rebounding. If that's the story, Judy, I might be getting that wrong. Maybe you already had the bar, but now she's doing it regularly. And on that particular January 1st, which was like 17 days ago, she says, I've been rebounding for 30 days in a row because of the channel. So my heart was so full to consider that I could inspire a 90-year-old woman to get on her rebounder.
Wow.
You inspired me to buy one and order it within a week.
Shelley, tell us about that so you can inspire someone else. Now you can help inspire someone to do the same. Tell us your story.
I just found you on the internet, and I had heard about rebounders, and I saw you up there working out, and you were just talking, and I was like, how is she doing that? And you said it was easy, and you were so happy, and I thought, I like easy exercise. I like happiness. I like joy. And I like inspiration, and I want to be inspirational. So I thought, hey, I could join. So I
Right. So tell me, now that you've been doing it for a week,
no. I
how
just
do you
got mine
feel?
yesterday. I
Okay.
just bought it yesterday. It came in the mail yesterday.
You're amazing. You are an inspiration. Look at you getting after it, and you're already on the group bounce. That is so amazing. You
Thank
are an inspiration already, Shelley, even with your day one bounce. So did you try it out?
I must admit, I had to move some furniture, and I found some dust bunnies I had to clean early this morning.
That's funny. I hear you. Yeah, I had to dust mine off. I got a broom to the back of it. It was in the garage. It had, cobwebs on it. I mean, I have had mine for 20 years. And I knew the value of the rebounder the value of the lymphatic system help support back in 2003. But I didn't study. I only took that person's word from it. It's the same man that told me the story I told yesterday about when your body is using, different tools, it puts it on welfare.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I never studied the lymphatic system enough to understand and like fall in love with the benefits. And so I decided this time around, I'm going to go all in. I'm going to get the book. I'm going to read about it. I'm going to watch YouTube videos that tell me what the lymphatic system is for and what it does in the body and how do I support it through rebounding. And then I watched all these rebounding channels and got inspired by especially the inspirational girls called I Jump Instead. Their bodies are amazing and they want to be in bodybuilder competitions. And apparently, supposedly, like all they're doing is rebounding to get their bodies in that kind of muscular shape. So if
Wow.
y'all haven't seen them, definitely go check out I Jump Instead, their channel. And then we've had Nikki on. She's a little bit more, calm and low key. She was a school teacher and now she's a fitness instructor and she teaches yoga and rebounding. And she got her grandmother on a rebounder. And really what I wanted, and I'm glad you said that, Shelley, about the fact that you saw, I was like saying, this is easy and look, I'm not doing hardly anything and it's giving me results. I mean, that was part of my experiment. It was like, okay, let's put this story to the test. Let's see if I just do a health bounce, because right now that's all I can do. I can't kick my legs up like a can girl, like some of those people do. And I mean, it is producing stronger muscles. I tell stories about just walking off the curb when I'm walking my dog. I don't have the stress that my knee might give or that the muscles aren't holding up. And I don't have to go so careful off the stairs anymore. I can just kind of walk strong and proud and, not elderly looking. So anyway, does anybody else thank you, Shelley, for sharing it. At any time, anybody can chime in. I think it's very inspirational to hear from you guys as well.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. And I know the group is happy to have you.
Yes.
Does anybody else have, I know, Sonia, how many years have you been rebounding now?
4 years.
Okay.
Long-
Sonia's got some history here.
Yeah.
You do, how often do you do it?
I do it every day for a couple of minutes.
A couple minutes. So you do like 3 minutes and 3 minutes?
Yeah, I do 3 minutes here, 3 minutes there, 1 minute there, depending on where I am. Yeah.
So you keep your rebounder down all the time, or do you pick it up and put it against the wall?
It depends. Sometimes I keep it down. Sometimes I put it up, and sometimes I walk around it and bounce for a minute, and then I
know. I just, it's weird because it's like day 83 or whatever. And I'm just thinking like, I'm not sure I could live without a rebounder in my life anymore after having this experience. I just can't.
You need it forever.
I know I do need it forever. And I can see how my dog's crying. Come on. I could see how, I could even see myself having a few, like just to have that, like, I think the Bellicon or the bungee cords give you kind of a different experience. And I'm on springs here and I like my springs, but I don't feel, because they're older, I don't feel like I can really put a lot of G-force bounce in them. I don't feel as confident about the G-force concept that they talk about in the book. So I feel like I want to get a bungee cord one to give that real, because they said the more you go, the more the gravitational pressure puts pressure on the cells. And the reason is because our bodies are 57% water. So as you're going against the gravity and going up and down, it's like 100 times a minute. Your cells are getting flushed around in all that fluid in your body, and they're waking up and they're getting oxygen. And we have 75 trillion cells in the body. So we're giving our cells what they need, which is oxygen, water, good nutrition, and positive mindset. And so that's what I talk about on the channel, all these things, because that's where our true wellness will come from, when you give your body all those things. So, all right, Sierra, come on, say something, Sierra. I know you want to.
I mean, I don't know what to say. You can't hear me. So can you
I can hear you. So let me see. I'll ask you questions. So
Well,
You've
right,
been
just
what
from us starting, just to check in here, 250 calories. My heart rate,
just from the just now?
yeah.
That's a lot, y'all. That's breakfast.
So I take a I found that my heart rate goes up or gets higher, right? If I take a small break or like I'll do baby bounces, and then I'll do like twists or something,
Mhm.
and then it jumps way, way up.
That's awesome. Have y'all ever heard what she's describing reminds me of the analogy I read in a book one time. Have y'all ever heard about the rocket and how when you get the rocket from the ground up into space, it takes the like 80% of the fuel that is required for the rocket is just to get it off the ground. But once it's up in the air in the space, it doesn't need all that fuel. It's floating in space, and so the fuel is not needed. The fuel is only needed in the big burst. Get it off the ground. Why is that an analogy? Because what she said is she'll stop and then she'll do something else and then she'll come back and she'll do the higher bounces. That's that using the more fuel in the rocket, and so it burst her calorie burn because she's burning more calories to do that burst, just like the rocket takes more fuel to get it off the ground. So once you stop doing something and then you come back to it and do it again, like what Sonia just said, is that she'll go do a little bit and she'll walk around, go do clean the house, whatever. She comes back, she turns on her rocket boosters again, because that actually burns more calories to stop and start and stop and start and rocket booster off the ground more frequently throughout the day is more value than just staying consistent flow on the rebounder with no change. So if you feel guilty because you're only doing 10 minutes or you're only doing 2 minutes or you're only doing 1 minute or 3 minutes, just know that you can go do 2 or 3 1 minutes or 2 or 3 2-minute or 3-minute ones, and you might actually burn more calories going from a stable state, a quiet state, to an active state, and a calm state to an active state more frequently, and that actually could be benefiting you greater.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever heard that about the rockets?
I have heard that.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
noticed yesterday that I usually, when you sit down and take a break or after you've been working, you'll sit down. Yesterday, I would go and run and jump on it just to play with it to see if, what you could do and how I needed to hold on, and it really, I felt good. I didn't hardly, I mean, I slept really good last night too.
Yay.
I know, yay. And I want to say yes. And I'm impressed. You don't have a bar, so you're just doing it freeform, aren't you?
She's
Yeah.
young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm not doing anything like I'm just bouncing like you taught us just the very beginning. I don't know.
Which
I don't
is
know what I'm doing. Clearly, I don't know what I'm doing.
when
But
I
I
was,
think that any kind of movement probably helps.
yes,
Yes. Mhm.
when you use your heels and you are like pushing with your toes and your heels are up, you're using that soleus muscle. And if you go to the community link page on the channel, I have some articles about the soleus muscle and how it burns sugar. And if anyone's diabetic or has insulin resistance or has neuropathy or I already said diabetes, nerve pain, nerve deadening or tingling in the feet or the hands or anything like that. I think this is just, I'm not a medical professional and you need to consult your medical professional. And this is for entertainment purposes only. But I think based on my personal experience, my legs were throbbing before I started rebounding and they were throbbing between the knee and the ankle. And I just knew intuitively that it was lack of oxygen and lack of circulation. And if you rebound, your body is flooding your cells with oxygen, and the body, in order to regenerate new nerve endings, to have new neuropathy, and your body is constantly regenerating every single day. So that is not a mystery that you can go and create new cells that could possibly have new feelings. So I would recommend Even if you're elderly and you can't stand on the rebounder, do what I'm doing, which is sitting in a chair and I have my feet on the rebounder, and all you do is just get in your position and you just start pushing with their toes down. And that's like a pump, not only to the lymphatic system, but it pumps also your blood vessels too. Those same muscles, the muscle walls gets pumped doing that too. And so that's what pushes. Psh, 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 that's what pushes the blood cells, white blood cells, red blood cells, the builder blood cells, all of that is getting activated when you rebound. So we want to encourage everyone who's struggling with mobility to at least consider getting a rebound and giving it a try. It's a fairly small investment think about how much you pay for prescriptions and for, doctor visits and whatever else, insulin or whatever you have to deal with.
This is definitely way more fun than the doctor's office.
For sure.
Hear, hear, you're singing to the choir. Absolutely. Sierra had a request the other day when we were chatting. She said she would love to know if other people are using either a Fitbit or an iPhone app or the Galaxy One where they can track their heart rate and calories, and to let us know. We're very curious. Is this like unusual for Sierra, or is it happening for other people too?
No, I'm not using anything. It's so interesting when she gives us the data back. I'm like, wow, how many calories? I mean, that was so cool the other day. I think it was yesterday, actually.
Yes, she commented. Sierra, what is your thoughts on that?
I told Sonia last night, I'm continuously, I'm in shock and awe of what this is registering. And so I mean, obviously we're all different. We're all gonna have our heart rates at different paces, and we're all jumping or bouncing differently. So it's gonna be different, but just a general idea. I love the data. And it's, I just think about all of those years that I spent on the treadmill. Here, I spent on the treadmill, and I am burning more calories in so much less time, and I'm having so much more fun on the rebounder with Avanti, everybody. It's crazy.
What are you comparing, like your ROI? So how long are you staying on the rebounder, and how long were you staying on the treadmill?
Okay, so we need to allot for the breaks that I'm taking, but say a 30-minute session, okay? And that will be 10 minutes on, 3 minutes off, or baby bouncing, and then 10 minutes on. So the rebounder, I can burn up to, depending on what my moves are, up to like 300, 400 calories. And then on the treadmill, I was on there for 1 hour for 2 miles, don't judge, and I would burn 210 calories. And that is not just a flat surface on the treadmill. I would start out at 5 and then incline to 8 and then back down to 5. And then when I needed to breathe better, I would put it down to 3. And then I'd go back to 8 and then 5.
Yeah.
So that's incredible. Right? I cannot do an 8 incline on a treadmill. You must have amazing legs.
Well, it took time to get, accustomed to it, but that was for years. That's what I did.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the same thing I did. I had a treadmill and I used to have it on high incline, but you spend so much time on the treadmill and you don't hardly see any results. You have to stay up there for so long every day. And then with the rebounder, it's just amazing. You spend so much less time on it. You see results faster. It makes you want to be on it because you get happiness from it. And I have read an article once before or saw a YouTube video, like you can't get on it and not smile.
That's true. I agree.
Yeah. So it's so much better than the treadmill.
That's awesome. What did y'all think about what I said if y'all were able to hear what I was saying in my chat on the 10 minutes about the comments. I heard somebody gasp when I said what the comment was about you shouldn't wear that shirt.
Like, how dare she say that?
Isn't that funny? It's really interesting. I mean, I think about all the years of the self-development, because I really believed that my weight was not the problem. I mean, I could lose weight. I had done it many times, but I needed to change my mind and my thinking over the years. And so I really set out on a journey of self-discovery way back in my early 20s after my sister died. And so I think about all the training and the awarenesses and the understanding about life and humanity and communication and where our thoughts come from. Our thoughts and what we speak and write on YouTube come from what we feel inside. It's our perspective, and it doesn't matter what you project on other people. It represents you, what you say and what you do and what you be. So when people are, angry or mean or a bully or whatever, I recognize I send them love and light and try to hopefully lift up their spirit because they're hurting inside, which causes them, because happy people don't do harmful things. So when people are really happy and they found their joy, they don't go around spewing negativity and projections around. And so when I see those comments, I know exactly what to do for those people. It's more like give them something positive to help transform the darkness into light. And so I really didn't take her comment or his comment. I don't know who it was, but I didn't take it negatively. They were sharing their opinion. And what that represents is they wouldn't be comfortable in my body wearing this top in public. That's what they were representing when they were telling me not to wear it in public. And I was just thinking, if you think this is bad, you should have seen some of the other outfits I've worn.
I kind of think that they know what they're doing when they start off, though. I don't mean to be mean.
I know.
I mean, right then,
so funny.
that they know they're going to be mean. Here it comes.
And then what was funny, y'all can go see, I'll find the comment and tell y'all where to go see it. But it was, by the way, it's in my short videos, and I'm wearing this top on a Trash It or Treasure It title. And so you can find me turning around in this top and you can see her comment. But one of the things I think she said at the end, she asked me a question. She said, "Am I being too honest?" And I was thinking to myself, now she wants me to affirm for her that was okay to talk like that. Or she wanted to spark a derogatory reaction from me to get me, for her to understand where I really stood. And so I didn't respond to that, because in life, when people throw you like negativity, you have the choice to dance with it or not. So you get to choose how your emotions get triggered by how you choose to engage with the people who are triggering your emotions. And so when those triggers happen, and mine still happen, I still have triggers, I have to go, why am I being triggered? Why is this person triggering me? And then I have to look inward and decide what that's about and whether I want to look at it deeper or heal it or move on. It's up to me, because the people of the world are just characters in your play. You are living your play, you are living your reality, and you get to create your own happiness. And so you get to start picking and choosing, what do you need in your world to be happy, and how to choose those things as well.
That's very wise. That is very wise.
Flip this and put it in your shorts so I can watch it while I'm at work.
Right. I know. I mean, there's so much to share. Even some of the videos where I've already said things in like a nugget inside of a video already, I can actually go in there and clip out that one piece while I was talking. but it's a lot of work, and I hate the admin side of this gig. I hate all the editing and stuff. So, one day, if the budget allows, I will have someone who goes in there and pulls out, edits and shares more snippet information. But yeah, you're right, Sierra. It's easier for me to just go sit in my little red chair, velvet chair, and have fireside chats and say these kind of things and record them in a 60-second snippet, right?
I'll clip it out so I'll keep it for myself, and I'll tag you in the short.
Awesome. So yeah, I mean, life has a lot of lessons in it, and when we open ourselves up to, instead of seeing ourselves as a victim, which when my sister died, I didn't want to be a victim. I didn't want to even be a survivor. I really decided in that moment that I wanted to thrive. Like, in spite of this happening to me at 21 years old, I wanted to thrive. And so then I set out on this journey of figuring out, what is it going to take for Lydia to thrive? And a lot of people would have given up because it's taken a long time. I'm 55 years old. That was 21 years old. But I'm okay. When you look back and those years are gone and they're past, it doesn't matter that it took that long. The fact that I got where I am today because of staying consistent to my principles and to my values of wanting to thrive, I'm never going to give up wanting to thrive. And every year it takes it to a new level. And so now I just get to thrive greater and with more joy and with more happiness. And I know I'm the captain of my own ship. And so I get to choose how my life is going to be based on what happens in here in my thoughts. And I always think about Nelson Mandela, who had to live in a prison as the president of, South Africa or whatever, and how his prison did not keep him from expanding in his life in those years inside those prison walls. And I think about that too, that we have an emotional prison, we have a physical prison, we have a spiritual prison sometimes, and we have what's the other one? Spiritual, emotional, physical, and
Mental.
Yes, mental prison. So, do you just decide if you want to be a prisoner or not, or if you want to live it differently, change your experience in your head, first. So all that stuff I share is stuff that I've learned over the 25, 30 years. And so I feel like now I can use it for good. The nuggets the things, not everything ever stuck with me, but a lot of things stuck with me that were powerful nuggets because I used them to keep going and keep moving forward when times were tough. And, y'all know that my mom just suddenly died on me in May. And we talked on the phone. We had a fun conversation the day that she died. We didn't know she was just going to die. She was 87. She lived a great life. She was healthy. She didn't have any old age diseases or, really any medications. And so it was a total shocker. But I had a decision about how I could choose. Was I going to crumble and totally lose progress, or was I going to choose to honor her by making her proud and moving forward with my life? And so that's the mental decision that I had to make to turn that switch. And obviously it was in May. I didn't start doing my rebound lives until November, 1st. And I did have a lot of downtime where I was cleaning out her house and selling it and getting my life in order to be having a new experience. But because my life was dedicated to whatever she needed. I was dedicated to live here in the city till as long as she needed me. But now that she's gone, I have the choice and the freedom to try to start to make decisions that affect just me. And so that's where I'm shifting my focus to what are Lydia's dreams and what does Lydia want and need in life. And now I'm just creating it and I'm sharing it with the world, hopefully to be an inspiration for others who might be going through hard times too. So that's kind of what I want to share. Does anybody I don't want to hold y'all captive in the YouTube prison. Do y'all have anything that you want to share? Anything?
I mean, I could listen to you all day talk about stuff. Listen, I think I love it. It warms my heart to hear all of the stories that you have, and you don't ever let it get you down. And if you do get down, you pick yourself right back up. I love it.
Yeah, I do get down. I mean, I'm holding myself back from, tears right now, but yeah, so go ahead. Thank you, Sierra. Shelley, did you have something to say?
I was just saying I admire it, and it inspires me to keep going too. When you share that, it's sometimes things get you down, and it's hard to get back up. And then if you're in pain and your body doesn't feel great, you're just, that I think that's the part of the rebounder is like if you get your body healthy, then a lot of the other things are going to come too.
I felt that way when I started my channel. I had I have a spiritual channel that I started first because that's really where my 25 years of focus, have been for a long time, not on the physical. And then I like a light bulb went off in my head that I'm not going to be able to fully experience joy in my life until my physical well-being is handled and managed. And so I decided I've done enough spiritual stuff and self-development stuff. I've put a lot of years into that. Now it's time to focus on the physical in my life. And so I put this channel together and then put all this energy into creating what I've created because it's time to focus on my physical. And then I feel like I'm getting to that place where I can have a holistic level of happiness, of joy and wellness, all balance, body, mind, and spirit. And so that's kind of where all this attention on the Avanti Wellness podcast is focused, and the other stuff is kind of dormant. Right now I only do things when something shows up, but I'm not putting energy into it.
Well, I appreciate what you've done so far. It's really helped me.
Oh, good. Well, there's lots of videos out there documenting, the journey. So if you ever get down, just pick a video. There's probably something in there that, I believe that the resources and things come to you when you need them. So if you just closed your eyes and go, I'm going to pick this one, I bet the God or the universe, bring you the exact words that you need to hear to help move you forward. So
yeah, I feel like I'm playing a game of catch up. That's for sure.
yeah. Sonia, are you saying goodbye or you want to say something?
I'm saying goodbye.
Okay. Bye, guys. I'm going to hang up too.
Me too.
Shelley, so glad. Thank you, Sonia. So glad for you to join us today and have this time together. Are you going to join us on Sunday night for the meeting?
Yes.
Okay, good. So you can
I'm
introduce yourself and everybody can get to know you better. And you've been such a joy. Thank you for contributing and sharing. And, you got your rebounder yesterday. So that's an amazing
Day two.
Day two. So I invite you, you look and seem comfortable, talking like this. So let's wait till you have some results that you're excited about, and I'll bring you on as a guest and we can talk about, you can introduce yourself and you can talk about your rebounding wins and your journey and share and inspire others, because you did say that you do want to inspire others. So I think that this could be a good opportunity for you to tell your story and motivate other people into maybe getting a rebounder.
Okay. All right. That
Does that
sounds
sound good?
it's kind of scary, but yes, that sounds good.
It would be just like this. So here we are right now. You're basically already doing it. I'm not going to go into it, but I could just interview you right here. But when the time comes, it'll just be you and me, and it won't be live. And so you and I will just talk like this, and you'll share. I'll ask you questions like, okay, let's see, what was yesterday was the 19th. So you got your rebounder on the 19th. You went to the group bounce on the 20th. You've been bouncing for, 10 minutes a day, health bounce for the last 25 days. What have you experienced? It'll be like that. And you'll say, I feel my muscles getting stronger. My legs are getting stronger. My knees are feeling stronger. Like you're just going to be so overjoyed with benefits that you're going to have felt by the time you get down the road a bit.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
One last thing I want to share for you is for anyone who's just getting started, I did not see real shape. My body wasn't shrinking until around day 30. So don't get discouraged because the first, I'd say, like 3 weeks, your body is building cells inside your bone density and your body's building cells inside your muscle. And every time your body's building up this infrastructure, like building the house, your body's getting heavier, heavier, and heavier. So as you might be losing fat inches and fat pounds, the scale is not showing it because the body's building this other thicker density and structure. So hang in there. I really didn't see any clothes changes until about 30 days.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
All right. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye.
All right. And you guys don't forget, be the joy you wish to see in the world.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Okay. Bye, Shelley.